So then, can you provide some examples of strategies or strategies that can be implemented to help some of this, to help increasing employee engagement, to get people to love what they do?
Let me tell you about a company in Seattle, Washington called OAC Services. So they are a 70-year-old engineering firm. So let's just let that sink in. It's an engineering firm. These are engineers. And the stereotype of the engineer, and I know it's just a stereotype because I've done a lot of work with engineers and with scientists over the years. The stereotype is, I'm an engineer, I don't do that people thing, right? Keep the people out of my way so I can get my job done. It's like nirvana for the, and it's not true, for most. Anyway, so this is an engineering firm. They were doing just fine, thank you very much. Been around for a long time, had great, talented people working there, had good customers, were making money, but they kind of caught the bug on this love and leap, love, energy, audacity, and proof approach. So they went about the work of incorporating it into the way they do business, into the very fabric of their business. And again, they did this in a number of ways. But they started out just doing a baseline employee opinion engagement kind of a survey, just to get a sense of where they were. And then they brought in everybody, literally everybody in the company, into a discussion about re-examining and re-articulating their core values, their operating principles as a firm. In other words, they asked the question, what do we stand for? But they answered it collectively. So it didn't, come down from on high saying, these, here are the tablets and, live accordingly. Everybody got involved in that. Then they formed culture, they call them culture committees. So in the past, they'd had committees, and, death by committee is a fairly common thing. Most people, they don't hear the word committee and get, all giddy with excitement about it. But in the past, their committees were run by senior partners, and everybody else was there kind of for show, right? They made employee committees, and they gave them, the discretion to make decisions on how certain aspects of the business can be improved and how we can do things differently. So they engage people on that level. And they were engineers, so they do a lot of measurement, all right? So one of the things they chose to do, they had their employee engagement survey. They also thought, you know what, let's use an objective outside measurement of our culture. So they applied for the best place to work status. They were told it's a good thing to do, but don't expect anything first couple of years. First year out, they were number 14 on that list. Number 14, best place to work in the state of Washington. In the second year, they were number 2. Okay? Now, they went back and they did their 2-year employee engagement surveys, and they had significant increases in every measure. There were something like 14 different measurements. And the measurement that looked specifically at workplace culture and workplace environment went up 16%, 14 to 16%. And again, these guys, they are on fire. They're expanding, they're growing bigger than they've ever been, they're making more money than they've ever made, attracting amazing clients. And at the heart of all this, no pun intended, is they put love out there as the stated objective. So this is really, really critical. If I ask my team, right? So I bring a team of employees together, just like OAC did. Said, okay, here's your job, team. Come up with ways to improve our customer service. Go. You'll come up with lots of ideas. But if I frame it this way, let's come up with ways to show our customers that we love them. That's going to bring a different level of idea, right? It's because it raises the bar. It doesn't lower the bar, it raises the bar and the expectations. So that's what OAC did. And of course, their engagement scores came right along for the ride.